told you before, haven't we, here on the show, about how I believe a lot of the wokery, particularly some of the most scandalous things, they do it quite deliberately. You know, the thing that was promoting Bud Light, and then they claimed shock horror, they didn't know who they'd offended, that sort of thing, you know? And when you look at it, you kind of think, well, of course you know, because you're trying to get headlines. It's like Adidas, isn't it, with the man who's now promoting a female swimwear outfit or something. You kind of think, what are you thinking? Not only do they look hideous, but actually nobody's going to buy it. You know, that's the bottom line. Well, over here, you see, in London, it steps up a stage further. Because, as we've told you recently with theatre, they simply cast anybody where they feel they'll get a reaction. Hopefully get some people in the press, and then people allegedly will go along because they're so shocked to see it. I think it can have the reverse effect. The bottom line is, when you think about it, if you try that, then you're only basically alienating your audience, because all of those people think, well, no, we're not really interested in that. Now, in the East End, the Theatre Royal Stratford East have decided to go down this very same route. We won't give the play a plug, because I don't see why we should, but apparently it's an all-black audience that they're after, free from the white gaze. What's interesting here is, though, the normally very mouthy, very pro, shall we say, ready to get attention, Sadiq Khan, the Lord Mayor of London. Has he come forward to condemn this? Absolutely not. No, he recently announced that he's suffering from post-traumatic stress or whatever because of all the death threats that he receives on social media. Now, I wouldn't wish it on that, but obviously if it's too much of a problem for him and he can't cope with the job, then simply he should resign and let someone else who can actually take the role on. You know, whichever way, we wish him the best. But as I say, back to the play. Now, a lot of people are literally outraged, saying, this is terrible, theatre is for all. How could you dare say you just want an all-black audience? What I would suggest is this. The box office is dire. I mean, literally dire. So they've decided that, well, if we do that, we can create some sort of interest. People come along and want to know what the play's about. What I would suggest to anybody out there is anybody who has, you know, friends of ethnic minority, and let's face it, we've all got them, you know, we don't, you know, label them, they're just friends. Why don't you take along a white friend to sit in the audience and show some solidarity and, you know, kick this stupid racism idea into the curb? Theatre is about being all, and I don't know about you, I just see people. You either get on with them or you don't. It doesn't matter about where they're from, their background. We can't get on with everybody, but you know, it doesn't really matter. A lot of my friends refer to themselves as black. They don't refer to themselves as person of colour. They find that ridiculous. So for these people with the play that are trying to stir up, well, animosity, cruelness, unkindness, and really trying to divide everybody who enjoys a night at the theatre, why don't we show them exactly what we think to their bombing box office play? If you want to go, of course. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.